John Finolio here in studio with details. John.
Well, MB Micah, the Republican plan to replace the Affordable Care Act is known as the American Health Care Act. And while there's been pushback from both Republicans and Democrats, the most vocal critics are fellow conservatives who say it doesn't go far enough to kill Obamacare. That's the Affordable Care Act. Now some GOP members are saying their own party's bill will be dead on arrival.
President Trump meeting with Republican leadership at the White House, trying to close the deal on the GOP House plan to replace Obamacare.
It's a complicated process, but actually it's very simple. It's called good health care.
The repeal bill barely out of the gate.
We are doing an act of mercy by repealing this law.
But already there's trouble. Some House and Senate Republicans say they're not on board.
Under Obamacare, you had to pay the government the penalty. Under Obamacare Lite, the House leadership plan, you will pay the penalty to the insurance company. This is in all likelihood unconstitutional.
A position echoed by conservative groups with influence on Capitol Hill, such as Americans for Prosperity, which is backed by the Koch brothers.
They're going to have the shortest-lived majority in the modern era if they fail to fully repeal Obamacare.
The Republican bill would provide refundable tax credits based on age and income, lifts taxes that Obamacare had imposed on drug companies and the wealthy, repeal the individual mandate requiring people to buy insurance, and loosen rules to allow carriers to offer more policies. It would also allow insurers to charge older people 5 times more than young adults, giving states the option to set their own ratio. Democrats argue the GOP plan will leave millions uninsured.
It's a question of 10, 15, 20 million people off of having health insurance. It will be the biggest transfer of wealth from low and middle income people to wealthy people in our country.
The GOP's first major legislative challenge, overshadowed by the president's explosive and unsubstantiated claim on Twitter that former President Barack Obama broke the law and tapped his phones during the election. Where's the proof? So far, the White House hasn't provided any, instead doubling down on Mr. Trump's charge while calling on Congress to investigate.
The House and Senate Intelligence Committees have the staff and the capabilities and the processes in place to look at this in a way that's objective.
And Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes announced today that the first public hearing into Mr. Trump, Russia, and now wiretapping will happen on March 20th. Democrats are calling for a special prosecutor to take over that investigation. Republicans are resisting. MB Micah, back to you.
All right, John.